Live, 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 live. That's right. Live. Live from New York. What is it? It is English lesson. Hello, happy August. I hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome to this live English lesson since December, right? December. This is the 8th month, so 9 months of this. All of the usual suspects are here. Agnes, hello. Welcome from Jakarta. Lali from France. Mie in Japan. Natalia from Ukraine. Tefo from the Netherlands. Who else is here? Now, Tokyo. Tammy in Toronto. Yumino, hi. Kingo, hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Always so exciting to be here on YouTube with you. YouTube. iTube, YouTube, let's tube. That is kind of a weird name, isn't it? Anyway, Moacir, did I say that correctly? Moacir from Brazil, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. It is a rainy, cool day right here in New York, but I have a feeling that that coolness and the rain is going to turn into high humidity as the sun gets hotter. But it's going to be a rainy day today. Hello, Fab. Fab is in fabulous. Fab. That's right. All right, just getting the windows working here. Okay, all the windows are good. Yeah, thank you for joining me for today's live English lesson. I do have a question for you, though. I have a question for you. Oh, you were here the other day, and I don't remember how to read your name. Hold on. From Moscow. Hello from Moscow. Sorry. I can't remember how to read your name. Natalia. Is it Natalia? No. Did I do that right? No, it can't be. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I can't read that. My language skills are not good. But I'll tell you this. Tomorrow's very hot. 37 degrees. Oh, I'm right? Awesome. I have my handy-dandy converter chart right here, so I can know that when you say it's going to be 37 degrees, that's about 98 Fahrenheit. Holy crap. That's hot. Oh my God. Hello, Monica. All the usual suspects. Hey, thanks for coming today. I appreciate that. Today, I have two things I want to show you. First of all, we have some cool idioms and conversational phrases that we didn't finish last week. So we're going to do that. And then, before that, though, I do want to introduce you to some, I call it weird grammar. It's some grammar patterns with could that are very conversational, but they look weird on paper. Does that make sense? We're going to look at that in a second. But before that, what did you study this weekend? Did you study anything this weekend? Did you learn anything in English? How's Max? Max is doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Where is he? Max. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come here. You want to be on TV? You want to say hello? Come here, buddy. Nope. Max is too shy. Max is doing much better. He had an ear infection. And, my goodness. Second time this year. The doctor said it could be an allergy, or it could be because he's, picking up something outside. I don't know what it is, but the doctor gave him medicine and he's feeling much better. So, your ears control, your ears, of course, you listen to something, right? But your ears control your sense of balance, right? You walk straight, not like this. because of your ears. Your ears help you with balance. And poor guy, he was walking like this, and doing that with his head, and I knew it was an ear infection because it's the second time that it's happened. So, but he's good. The vet gave him he put a medicine in his ear which will work for 1 month. So yeah, so that's, so he's better. Thank you for asking. And twisted him up to be just like him, make someone confused, and I'm sorry, Ahmed, I'm not sure what you mean there. What else? What did you study this weekend? I'll tell you this. I'm very excited because Friday I took a workshop on Japanese writing and reading. Organically means the same as physically. There's nothing organically wrong with you. Good. I broke my back to talk to my coworker out of smoking, and he finally accepted my suggestion. But guess what? I saw him smoking during lunchtime. He doesn't have enough willpower. From the podcast, thank you for checking out my podcast. Naoko, appreciate that. Yeah. So I actually... Sup, Doc? Hello, Vitali from Estonia. Welcome. I am now officially a student. I have a teacher. I'm starting my first lesson tomorrow to work on Japanese reading and writing. I'm very excited. Very excited. Very, very excited. I learned that, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be caught dead riding in your old beater. Did you learn that from somebody British, your old beater? I wouldn't be caught dead riding in your old beater. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that means I would never do that. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that means even if I were dead, I wouldn't do it. I really don't want to do that. Talk to my ex-wife? I wouldn't be caught dead talking to my ex-wife. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that, yes. Your old beater, does that mean your old car? That sounds very British to me. I have studied world-renowned. Michael is a world-renowned English teacher. No. Am I serious about what? About being a student? I'm very serious. Yeah. I finally found a teacher who teaches and specializes in what I want to learn. It's taken a long time. I know exactly how difficult this is for you. Pardon my spitting. How difficult this is for you to learn another language, for anyone to learn a second language. I was very determined starting this year to work on learning Japanese. I got a new book. I've tried many different things, and I continue to hit a wall. I hit a wall, which means I couldn't progress. I couldn't make progress. I hit a wall. And so I realized what I needed, and what I needed is I need a teacher. I need help. So I'm taking lessons. I start tomorrow. Yay! Very excited. I listened to it on the other podcast. Okay. Well, we say that. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that. But, but as for what is the other phrase? Your old beater? That sounds British to me. I got my second wind after drinking coffee. I'm looking for my third wind here. As far as painting is concerned, I have a one-track mind. Good phrase. Is there any difference between to apply to and apply for? Yes. You apply to a company or you apply to a school, right? I applied to Harvard. I applied to Microsoft. Okay, you apply to a company. But you apply for a position, right? You apply for a job, apply for a job, apply for a job. I applied for a job, I applied to Microsoft. Okay? I applied to Harvard University, I applied for the law department. That's different. I hope that makes sense there, Bruno. He's probably prone to some allergy or something. Yeah. You know the thing, Bruno, you bet. The thing, Monica, the thing about Max is when we got him as a puppy, he was 3 months old and he had parasites in his stomach, which is not unusual for a puppy. But it took him 6 months, about 6 months, to get over that. And he's a little bit weak physically. He's a little bit weak physically, so, that's him. His roommate, Rosie, on the other hand, she's like a tank. She is strong and tough. We should start off this lesson. When we use start off and finish off, Tefo, it usually talks about how we do that, right? We started off the meeting. Let's start off the meeting with Q&A. And we finished off the party with a birthday cake. So we tend to use start off by doing something or with something or finish off with something. That's how we use those. How's Rosie? Rosie's, where is she? Rosie, Pose. She's somewhere. Rosie's great. Rosie's great. She's very tough. She's very tough and very strong physically. But poor Max. Poor Max. Poor Max. All right. Start up. We're going to start up. He started up a company. That's what I did. I think that's how we use start up. Start up a company. Okay, let me do this. There we are. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I learned some idioms about anger, like aggravates me, bugs me, drives me crazy, drives me nuts, irritates me, makes me angry. Good. Those are all good. I like bugs. It bugs me. So speaking of vocabulary, I wanted to just give you a little plug here, let you know that I have a free vocabulary workshop. Have you guys signed up? In this free workshop, you can learn where and how to get new vocabulary, the best way to study, how I study vocabulary, and how to own your new vocabulary, okay? All you have to do is go to myhappyenglish.com, sign up, it's free, and then once you're there, you will get my weekly newsletter, and I apologize, the newsletter is coming out today. It's a couple of days late. I always like to send that on Saturday, but this weekend was absolutely crazy in my house. Could not do that. So it's coming out today. All right. Strange grammar with could. What are you talking about, Michael? These are some grammar patterns that are not common. Maybe that's a better way to say it. It's not commonly taught in school, but we use them. Could be plus a comparative adjective. I hope you have your notebook your notebook and a pen. Take notes. I will post this document on the website when we're done. All right. So yeah. So you don't have to worry about doing a screenshot, but take notes. Why not? So could be plus a comparative adjective means it's not adjective enough. Let's look at the first example. Hey, how's your coffee? It's okay. It could be hotter. It could be hotter. It could be hotter means it's not hot enough. It could be hotter. Thanks, Monica. I appreciate that. It could be hotter. And so this grammar we use to complain. Okay? So it's not blah, blah, blah enough for me, which means I'm kind of complaining, right? How's your coffee? It's okay. It could be hotter, which is true. It could be hotter. How's the cake? It could be sweeter. Means it's not sweet enough. How's the music in the cafe? It could be quieter. If I say the music could be quieter, what am I saying? What does that mean? Who's crying? There's room for improvement, that's for sure. What does that mean? It could be quieter. What am I saying about the music in the cafe? Could be in a lower volume, right? It's too loud. Give me a moment. Something's wrong in Dogland. What's the problem? Here you go. Take it. Go downstairs. Go. So there's a little bone. Rosie took the bone and she put it down in front of her and she went to sleep. And Max, being the polite boy that he is, was too afraid to take it from her. So I gave it to him. That's right. It could be lower. It's too loud. Too loud. How about how's the sound for today's English lesson? Is it okay? How's your meal? It could be better. That's when I cook dinner. No, just kidding. It could be, sounds okay? It could be what? It could be brighter. It could be louder. How's the sound now? How about now? How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Is the sound okay now? It could be better. It could be worse. How's the sound now? Is it okay? Is it loud? Oh, it could be louder. Okay. It could be louder. So give me a sec. I want to put this all on the same page. Sorry. Yikes. So you may have learned these as idioms. It could be better. It could be worse. How was your score in the exam? It could be better. What does that mean? How was your score? Let me move that to the next page. How was your score in the exam? It could be better. Right, it means it's low. I'm complaining. It wasn't good enough, right? It was low. It wasn't good enough. But I could say this. Hey, how was your score in the exam? Right? Sorry. It could be worse. What does that mean? It could be worse. Kingo says, usually my score couldn't be worse. What does that mean? It could be worse. It's average, right. Right. So, right. Not good, but not bad. So. Below your expectations is a good way of saying that. We learn from each other. Could be worse. Not good, but not what I expected. Yeah, could be better. Could be worse. Could be worse means I failed. It could mean that, but let's say you always get 90 to 95% on an exam, right? And this time you got, 70. Could be worse. So, lower than I expected. Just so. Just so. Lynn, my brain is twisted. Lynn, welcome. Thanks for coming. Could be worse. Not great. There he is. Everybody was asking about you, buddy. Look. How you feel? Oh, I'm okay, man. Yeah. Hi. What can I do for you? You need something? I'm talking to these guys. It could be better. Let me think about that. It could be better. What do you think? It could be better. How is your exam? It could be better. It was low. Could be worse. I think there's a nuance. If we say, Naoko, if we say it could be better, it just has a meaning of it was low. But it could be worse has the nuance that it was below my expectations. So there's a little bit of a nuance in that. Could be better. It was low, not good enough. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Yes, it's good to see him. He's doing much better, thank goodness. I don't know where he went. He disappeared. Now, does that make sense? So there's a little bit of a feeling, it could be worse. Makes me feel like I'm not satisfied with it. Whereas it could be better is just objective. It's more objective, I should say. Hope that makes sense. Where'd he go? Max! Max! Come here, buddy. Come here. No? He's got his bone. He got his bone. But he's doing good. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be better. Yeah. I may use those with the same could be better. Could be worse. I think that's what it is. It could be worse has a feeling like it's below my expectations. Whereas it could be better is a little bit more objective. I wish I had a better grade. Yes. Yeah, I wish I had a better grade. But this is a grammar pattern that I don't think they teach a lot in school. Dog and a bone, a metaphorical meaning? No, he's got his bone. That's exactly what he has. There's no metaphor there today. We also use this in the past. And if you want to talk about the past, and you want to complain about the past, you can use could have been. Could have been. How was your coffee? It could have been hotter. How was the cake? It could have been sweeter. How's the music? Sorry. How was the music? Could have been quieter. How was your vacation? It could have been longer. Smoke is coming. Smoke is coming out of her ears. This is just to talk about the past. It could be worse. Sounds like negative. Yes. Exactly, Agnes. That's right. Could be worse. I feel bad. I don't feel good about it. It wasn't my expectations. It could be worse. So, how's your coffee? Michael, how's your coffee? It's okay. It could be hotter. Means, I wish it was hotter. It could be hotter. Means, I wish it was hotter. Okay? It's not hot enough. And that's right now. Could be. How was your life? It could have been happier. That's what they ask you after you die. How was your life? But, oh, you had coffee yesterday. How was your coffee? Oh, it could have been hotter. This is the past. It could have been plus the comparative adjective means it wasn't. It wasn't. It's the past. How was your trip in Paris? It could have been longer. By the way, we usually say, how was your trip to? Trip to a place. That works. In is not wrong, but usually a trip means it's a trip to. A dog and a bone means a phone. Sorry, Teffa, you lost me there, buddy. A dog and a phone means a bone. A dog and a phone means a bone. I'm not sure what that means. How was that? The past. How was the cake? I ate cake yesterday. How was the cake? It could have been sweeter. It could have been sweeter. Excuse me a second. I hear dogs destroying something. Sorry. Oh, non mi scocciare. There's not the borderline, just comparing it before, now, and future. I don't care. Stop complaining. I'm busy now. Thank you. He must be feeling better because he's very needy today. To be a dog in a bone means to be on the phone. Really? Oh, that's British slang. Wow. Never heard that before. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of slang. There's a lot of different. It's kind of like Portuguese in Portugal and Portuguese in Brazil, or Spanish in Spain and Spanish in Mexico. You know, so American English and British English. There's a lot of difference in the slang. NG, there is no instead of not. I'm sorry. You mean I didn't catch that? Oh, there is no borderline. How was your day? It could have been better. It means I had a bad day. Right. How was your day? Oh, it could have been better. It could have been better. It means I had a bad day. That's right. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. I got to think about that. I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I gave you the wrong information. Could be better. It's not good. Could be worse. Not bad. Yeah. Sorry. Let's go back. Now sorry. Let's go back in time. Okay? It could be better. It could be better. It could be better means it was below my expectations. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. It could be worse means not good, not bad, just so-so. That's the difference. Let me say that again. Oh, I hate Microsoft formatting. How is the coffee? How's the coffee? It could be better. It's not good. Okay? How's the coffee? It could be better. It means it's not good. It could be worse means just so-so. It's not good, it's not bad. That's what it means. I apologize. I need more coffee. When you guys ask me questions, I need to be awake. It's not... God, it was okay. It's not good. Both have a negative nuance, that's right. But it could be better means it's not good. It could be worse means marginal. Yes, you could say that. It's a little bit of a formal sounding word, though. How's your coffee? It's marginal. Too formal. But that's the meaning. So it could be better means it's not good. It could be worse means so-so. Not good, not bad. That's the difference. Lynn, I'm coming to your question in a second. Does that make sense? I'm sorry for the confusion there. Could be better. It's not good. It could be worse. It's okay. Just so-so. Just so-so. But yes, both of them have a negative nuance. which is weird. I know, that's why I call this weird grammar. How was your performance yesterday? It could have been better. Correct. So, if we take this and we put this in the past tense, and we deal with Microsoft, how, I'm gonna do that here and here. How was the coffee? This is now. This is past. How was the coffee? It could have been better. It was not good. It could have been worse. Worse. Okay? That means it was just so-so. Not good, not bad. So the difference between it could be and it could have been is simply the time. It could have been is the past. Make sense? Could be better. It's not good. Could be worse. Just so-so. How was your performance yesterday? It could have been better. It wasn't good. It could have been worse. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. Lynn, does that make sense? Because you asked about that. I think you asked about that. What's the difference between could be better and could have been better? Yes. Dog and bone means phone, and lemon and lime means crime in Cockney slang. Next time I meet Paul McCartney, I'll tell him that. Hey, are you having a lemon and lime? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. If you have a bad day, who said that? That was BA, right? How was your day today? Oh, it could have been better. It could have been better. It means it was not good. Not a good day. How was your day? Yeah, it could have been worse. Not good, but not bad either. Just so-so. Just so-so. And we say that. We say that. It could be better. That's what I say when I'm die. Could be better. How's life in the afterlife? Yeah, it could be better. I don't have a body anymore. Michael. Okay. Oh, sorry. There was Tammy, sorry, no, it's not a conditional sentence. In this context, it's not a conditional sentence. How is the coffee? It could be hotter. It could be better. It could be hotter means it's not hot. It could be better means it's not good. Right? How's the coffee? It could be hotter. How's the coffee? It could be better. It's not good. What's the noise I'm hearing? Oh, that's a bird. You can hear that? Wow, see that? Today's lesson is brought to you by the Rode Podcaster microphone. Wow, you can hear that? I have the window open, and that's a bird somewhere. I don't know, in my neighbor's tree. Wow. Yes, it's a complaint in a subtle manner. And again, we've talked about this before. Americans, when we need to be negative or complain, we don't like to speak directly. So this is an indirect way of saying that. You know, when you eat something, how's the meal? It could be better, right? That's an indirect way of saying it's not good. And he left the bone there. It could have been better, but not. Right. That's right. It could have been better, but it was not. It could have been better means it was not good. It could have been better. It was not good. It could be better. It is not good. It could be a seagull. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a crow. That's why English is tricky. That's right. That's right. How was your day? Yeah, it could have been better. And, we should talk about the pronunciation, right? Let me move this down. Could been better. Could have becomes could've, right? As a contraction. Could've. But we just leave off the of and we say coulda. 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 So could have is coulda. Could have been better. Could have been better. It 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 could have been better. Could have been, could have been, could have been. It could have been better. Could have been better. How was the accident yesterday? It could have been worse. That's a great example. You mean no thanks. That's a great example. How was the accident yesterday? It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Unlike the Dutch, Americans tend to be indirect in some situations, but the Dutch not. Ah, okay. Now we know. Yeah, Americans are indirect when we have to be negative and when we have to disagree with you, right? So people always ask me about sports. Like, oh, Michael, do you like baseball? And, if you've been following me for a while, I'm not into sports. I'm not into sports. I could be very direct and say, I don't like sports. I don't like sports. But that's really direct, right? And if you like sports, you might feel uncomfortable. Oh, really? I love sports. You don't like sports? So we tend to not be so direct. We tend to not be so direct like that. So do you like baseball? Sports is not my cup of tea. Sports is not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. I'm not into sports like that. I'm not into it. I don't like sports. I hate baseball. Right? That's uncomfortable. Do you like pizza? Oh, I love pizza. Michael, how about you? Do you like pizza? I hate pizza. It's too straight. It's too straight. That's American culture. And I mention that because a lot of people, it seems a lot of people have been taught or believe that Americans are very direct. And we're not in those situations. It's not my thing. You like baseball? It's not my thing. I'm not a big fan of baseball. Right. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not crazy about sports. Right. We have all these phrases. Fab says I'm bloody straight. Now, again, that's, individual differences, right? Not everybody's the same. I'm just saying in general, that's how Americans are. Not everybody is that way. You might meet some direct people. That's possible. That's possible. How was the accident? Could have been worse. It wasn't bad. It was just so-so. I'm not a very straight person because I'm not crazy about sports. Not at all. And New York is a very big sports town because we have 2 baseball teams in 2 leagues. We have 2 football teams. There are still 2. There are 2 basketball teams and 2 professional hockey teams. So, and all of my friends are into sports. All of my buddies, my 3 buddies from high school, football season, they all talk about football. So if I hang out with them, when they're all talking about football, I just sit at the bar and I keep sipping my beer. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm not into it. Czech people are pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I knew what you meant. All right. What else can I tell you? This is a variation of this, which you often hear on exams like the TOEFL exam. Okay? This is a very common pattern. Straightness or directness could be painful. Yeah. New Yorkers are Yankee supporters. Oh, I know. New Yorkers love the Yankees. New Yorkers love their Yankees. I, personally, don't care. I think I was born without the sports DNA. If you're watching like the Olympics or some game and the score is very close and it's your team and the other team, and then, it's almost the end of the game and you get that exciting feeling in your stomach, maybe we call it, you get butterflies in your stomach, a little bit of nerves, and you're excited and you're nervous and it's very, very close and the score is close and you have that kind of nervous excitement in your stomach. I don't have that. Zero. I have no emotional connection to the Yankees. If the Yankees win the World Series or they come in last place at the end of the season, I just don't care. I'll be very straight with you. I don't care. And I know that a lot of people care about sports, and that's awesome because we're all different. Maybe you like sports. Maybe you like music. Maybe you like heavy metal and I like jazz. You know, we all like different things. Maybe you like horror movies and I like comedies. Everybody's different. But yeah, that's how I am with sports. I think I just don't have that DNA. I don't care. We are on formal terms with you. You don't have to be on formal terms with me. You can always consider when we speak to each other, whether it's here on YouTube or on another social media or whatever. Don't worry about being very formal when you talk with me, because when you speak in a very formal way, you're a little nervous, a little tense. Okay, and it's important for you to feel comfortable to communicate in English, and so that's why I speak very frankly and very casually here. Okay, I'm not that kind of a teacher. Okay, today class, let's open to page 5. Now go, please read number 1. I'm not that kind of a teacher. Tammy does like TCM movies. All right, so here's the pattern that comes up in the TOEFL exam and in life. How was the exam? It couldn't have been more difficult. Couldn't have been more. Okay? Right? Means, okay, this comparative adjective means it was very. And we usually use it like this. How was the exam? It couldn't have been more difficult. It couldn't have been more difficult means it was very difficult. How was the party? It couldn't have been more boring. It was very boring. It couldn't have been more boring. How was your vacation? It couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been. Very good. It was very. This comes up in the TOEFL exam a lot. You hear two students having a conversation. Hey Fred, how was the math exam? And then Fred says, it couldn't have been more difficult. It couldn't have been more complicated. Means it was very. Hey, did you go to the party? Yeah. Did you see Bob? Yeah, I saw Bob. Well, how was Bob? Bob? He couldn't have been more unfriendly. He couldn't have been more unfriendly. Means he was very unfriendly. How was your live lesson? It couldn't have been more marvelous. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It couldn't have been more marvelous. That's right. Fabulous. Bob couldn't have been more unfriendly. He couldn't have been more unfriendly. Oh my God. Hang on, cool. You have to wait for that. Bob Bob couldn't have been, not a sentence, not a question. Bob couldn't have been more unfriendly. Couldn't have been more unfriendly. Bob was not friendly at all. Bob couldn't have been more unfriendly. He was not friendly at all. He was very unfriendly. I did not enjoy talking to Bob. Bob couldn't have been more unfriendly. Couldn't have been more unfriendly. He couldn't have been more unfriendly. He was very unfriendly. How was your day? It couldn't have been better. How was your English lesson? It couldn't have been more difficult. Sorry. Smoke is coming out of your ears. Bob couldn't have been more unfriendly. I like those examples. I know double negative is very hard. It's very, very hard. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. I'm going to just put this into the document because these are all good examples. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. How was your live lesson? Why is this all blue? I hate Microsoft. How was your live lesson? It couldn't have been more marvelous. How was your English lesson? It couldn't have been more difficult. It was very difficult. How was your day? It couldn't have been better. It was a great day. The pub couldn't have been more dirty. Ooh. Yikes. Curse you, Microsoft. How was the pub? Yikes. Tefo says the pub couldn't have been more dirty. It was very dirty. He couldn't have been more friendly means just very friendly. Yes. Yes. The pub needs to be cleaned up. Couldn't have been more friendly. Yeah. He couldn't have been nicer. How was the host? You know, you went to you stayed at a B&B, a bed and breakfast, or a pension as they call it in some places. How was the host? Oh, he couldn't have been nicer. He couldn't have been kinder. Couldn't have been. Yikes. He couldn't have been more friendly. He was very friendly. He couldn't have been nicer. He was so nice. How was the guy on your blind date? Oh, he couldn't have been cuter. He couldn't have been cuter. He was very cute. He was so cute. By the way, as I said before, I'm going to post this document when we're done. So, a blind date. Thanks for asking. Kirill, I know you, and I know Mie, and I think that you and Mie would be a good couple. So I arrange for you and her to meet on a date. So a blind date is when you go on a date with another person, and the first time you meet is at the date. That's a blind date. How's your boyfriend? Oh, he couldn't have been more handsome. Maybe in this case, how is your boyfriend? He couldn't be more handsome. You always say something like, yikes. Yikes means, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to say that now because I'm looking at the clock and it's 10:30. New York time. I cannot believe we've been here for an hour. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Well, if you know what that means that I'm sorry to say, oh my goodness, we're out of time. I'd love to hang out with you guys more, but I have other lessons today. Yikes. Oh my goodness. That couldn't have been faster. Boy, time flies. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy my Japanese class tomorrow. I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited. You know, I'm a language teacher, right? So I'm very, very picky about somebody's language lessons because I judge. But I found a good teacher, so I'm very thrilled. So, yeah. Newspaper, here I come. And Tefa, you'll find this interesting. I did meet in the workshop last week, I met a guy from the Netherlands who has a PhD in Japanese language studies. I believe it's a PhD in Japanese language studies. And he gave me some good advice about how to work on my Japanese reading and writing skills. So, all right, that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for studying with me today. I appreciate that. Some of you have been here for the whole lesson. That's an hour of your time, your precious time, and I appreciate the fact that you took your precious time to study with me. There he is. Hey, buddy. Come here. Look, come say hello. Jump. Come here. Up. Let's go. Jump. There he is. My coworker. Back in action. You say hello to everybody? Oh, I love you too. All right, go ahead. Max does not like to be on the camera. He's very, very shy. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, listen, have a great day. Thank you again so much for studying with me. Hey, keep in mind, learning another language is not always easy, but it's not impossible either, and I'm here to help you on your journey. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.